All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, my name is Omojesu Alfred, and I'm seeing the Swag King. I'm the boss of all bosses, and I happen to be among the most innocent guys on the face of planet Earth. Like the Caesar always tell people, I came, I saw, and of course, I conquer. Because the street refused to go to church, I have made up my mind that I would definitely going to take the church to the street now, only that we may rep Christ with a whole lot of swag. Today, I have an amazing guest right here with me on set. They are actually going to be telling us um, all about the physical challenge ones and how they have been able to cater for these ones, to provide for them, and also to make them see relevance in the society where we belong. But before we do that, I would like to go on very shortly because when I return, we're going to give them the honor to introduce themselves to us, and after that, we go straight away to business. But that will be after the short break. Thank you. Now, welcome back from the short break. And of course, like I said before I went on that break, I said I have an amazing personalities right there with me on set. But before the show kick off, I want you to tell people, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to hook up because why? They can't afford to miss out from this great and amazing opportunity that is about to storm them right now. So they should make sure they tune up and watch this program. But let's come back to our guests. At this point, they always says ladies first. So let's give the lady the privilege to introduce herself to us before we come to the gentle looking handsome man.
My name is Adedayo Adio.
Mm.
I'm a professor of ophthalmology. I work in the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital primarily,
Okay.
but I also have an office where I see patients. Okay, I'm actually a children's eye surgeon,
Okay.
but I also run a rehabilitation center
Okay.
for those who are visually impaired
Okay.
called the Lens Rehabilitation Foundation
Okay.
for the Blind.
Okay.
So that's who I am. I'm married and I have kids.
All right. So the gentleman.
My name is Udeme Udo,
Okay.
a counselor by profession
Wow.
and a rehabilitation therapist.
Okay.
And by the grace of God, I am the head instructor of the Lens Rehabilitation Foundation here
Okay.
in Port Harcourt.
Okay. Let's look at the rehab center first of all, ma'am. Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so over the years, I've been seeing patients since 1992.
Okay.
And over the years, we've found that a lot of people, we cannot help everyone.
All right. Yeah, that's for
We
sure.
see eye patients,
Okay.
but you can't help everyone. So you find some people coming blind, some people become blind, and most of the time, their blindness, especially in this part of the world, is most of the time avoidable. Up to 80% of the causes of blindness are avoidable. But for that other percentage that is not avoidable, that you can't do anything about, you have to ensure that you help them. So over the years, we found that we were not able to help them locally. They have to travel far. There was no good place in the environment where I practice in the South to be able to take care of this, rehabilitate them.
Okay, so Mr. Instructor, tell us more about that.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Just like she has said,
Mm.
and the center is all about the program where those with loss of vision are being trained on how to read and write. It will interest you that people without sight, like we may call them the blind, in quotes, can actually read and write just like every other person. Yes, they can. There are ways we've been trained on how to do all of that by way of braille and some assistive technology, computer based. We give them all those skills for them to be able to take information and also give back information. We also train them on how to move on their own. Yes, and that's why I come with this game like as a symbol to let the public to know that this game is actually what assists those with visual impairment to navigate their ways get to any destination of their choice independently to a large extent.
Mm.
We call it mobility edge
Okay.
or guide game.
Mm.
So we also train them on how to make good use of their remaining senses to assess information in the environment, to take good care of themselves. That's we call it daily living skill. They can actually manage their home.
Mm.
Yes, iron their clothes. You can see me.
Mm.
My clothes, I do the ironing,
Yourself.
the washing. Yes, those are the information, the skills they need to gather. Not everything that their parents or their friends and their loved ones will be doing for them. No, they can live at home to a large extent independently without any assistance. We also train them on how to use manual typewriter, make good use of the manual typewriter in terms of writing for any sighted person to read, for those who are going back to school. That is what their instructors, their teachers will be using to assess them.
Okay.
So the training is all about how they can make good use of their skills to live that life that God has given to them in a society where others with sight are there not being able to have the information that these people can actually live. So we have to prove to them that yes, we are still alive and we are humans like them. So the training in that center give all of these skills to them. And quite a number of them have been trained and they are now going back to the society. Some are in primary school now. The sighted ones, schools that we may consider, the secular ones, they are also there. Secondary, even in the universities, we have them. One wrote JAM last year.
Mm.
Yes, and you can see the great work God is doing in the center. And a lot. Music, we talk about music, of course. We also offer that course, and which is even what brought us here. A program is coming very soon in Port Harcourt here, which the world will get to know and hear that indeed the blind can do all of this.
All right, now, before we come to that program part, okay, of course, I know we're going to definitely talk about it. Let's look at it this way. Doctor, I actually want to pass this question to you. Can we know the number of persons that are blind in our society? Do we have an accurate numbers?
Yes.
All right.
A study was done in 2008.
Okay.
And it was between 2005 and 2007. That was when they collected that information. They went to every part of Nigeria and sampled some people. And they found out that those who are blind, they are about 1%.
1%.
Yes. So if you have a population of like 200 million
Wow.
or 207 million, you can imagine.
Wow.
That is a lot of persons who are blind.
Okay.
So you can imagine some are in places where we cannot even access them.
Yeah.
Some are in places where we can access them. So this is very important for them to know that there's a facility like that.
Okay, so what are actually the causes of this thing?
Okay.
What are actually the causes? We know some of us have, some persons were born blind, we know that. But some got in, some from age 10, some 15, some 20. What are actually the causes of it?
Okay. Now, basically, like I said, there are avoidable causes.
Okay.
That's about 84% of our causes within this environment.
Okay.
It's interesting to know that in developing countries, that is where the major burden of blindness is.
Okay.
A place like Nigeria.
Okay.
So for the unavoidable ones, or the ones that are difficult to treat, or the ones that are not treatable, we have the genetic ones.
Okay.
Then we also have glaucoma. Now, glaucoma can be treated if it is caught early, whether you are a child or an adult. The major problem is that when it involves a child, it makes the eye to expand.
Okay.
And yes, so it's kind of, unless the parents are very proactive, and there's no health insurance in this country that we can write home about. They have to have repeated surgeries. They have to have repeated monitoring, very regular monitoring. So if that is not there, or where they are is not available, because those who are specifically take care of that in this country are very limited. In fact, the entire number of eye surgeons in the country is just about 500 to 600 to take care of this 200 million plus population. And those who are pediatric ophthalmologists like myself, we're not up to 40 in the entire country. Wow. So actually, it's a very serious situation at this moment.
All right, now, Time is not really on our side. Or I was thinking we're going to throw more light on this topic that has to do with the blindness, and of course talk about the rehab center. But let's look at the event coming up next month precisely. Let me pass that to the gentleman right there. I want you to throw more light. Tell us more about the program coming up next month.
Thank you very much. The musical concert is actually a program considered by the Lens Rehabilitation Foundation Management to actually raise the fund. It's a fundraising program to help the people who cannot really make good use of their sight for now to access the needed facilities that will help them survive in our society that we find ourselves as we speak. So the program is on the 18th of September
Okay.
this very year. So it's actually a fundraising event, and quite a number of artists will join us in that event. And of course, still like the
Students.
students, good, will be there also to present their number, and a lot of personalities will join us that very day. So that's what the event is
All about.
all about. Yes.
Okay, so ma'am, Dr. Ma'am, we would like you to give us the details of the event. When I say details, the time, the venue, and how to
Okay.
locate the place
Okay.
and how to be part of it if people want to call me to say, okay, fine, I would like to support this program. How do they get to be part of that once? Then, of
Okay.
course, you're going to drop your contact also.
Yeah. This concert is tagged "Seeing is Believing,"
Okay.
and we want you to come. If you're out there, you are probably looking to see how you can help someone. We want you to come and join us at the atrium. We have quite a number of visually impaired people who are talented, especially in music, in comedy, and in other aspects, in other areas. And to join us in that event, we have artists, very important artists, people like Uchi, people like Kingdom, who won the this year's Nigeria Idol, is going to be there with us. And also, we are hoping that Cobams will also be there. We all know that Cobams is one of the prominent visually impaired musicians in Nigeria at the moment. And we want you to join us at the Atrium. It's on September 18th. So come and join us. 10 o'clock is going to be a very wonderful event. Power packed, full of gospel music. We're going to also be showing you some of the things that we do. We're going to be showing you some of our products because we actually have what we call the factory for the blind, where we make products that are marketable.
Okay.
We have teachers who also teach them sewing, teachers who teach them musical instruments like saxophone, bass guitar, drums, and keyboard.
Okay.
So they're going to be showcasing all this.
Wow.
We're going to be showing people how visually impaired people can also use a computer
Okay.
on that day.
Okay.
And we're going to be telling you a little bit more about
it.
us.
All right.
That
So
day. Thank
I
you.
think this is the point where you need to drop your contact to us. Let us know how we can contact you if we want to. Let us know the contact that we can use.
Okay, we have a website, www.tlecrehab.com.
Okay.
www.tlecrehab.com. And our contact number is 0803
Okay.
310 8139.
Okay.
We're also reaching out to teachers of the visually impaired. If you are listening, come. We have some information for you. You are a parent of the visually impaired. Come. We have some information and package for you also.
Okay.
So within that period.
All right.
So contact us. You'll be glad you did.
All right. Okay, sir, do you have anything to say before we
Yeah.
call it a wrap for today?
Please believe me.
All right.
Yes, we expect the society, the public, both within and outside the country, to come around and see what God is doing in the life of those who cannot use their sight for now. And as God will have it, Tilek Rehab is here in Port Harcourt
Yeah.
to do all the great works that God can do in the life of these people.
Okay. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have to call it a wrap for today. If there is one place you need to be on the 18th of next month, it's at the Atrium. The time is 10 a.m. in the morning, and of course you can afford to miss it. And this one program I always urge people to be part of. Okay, you can reach out to them and says, what can I do? How can I be of help to these people, these physically challenged people? And when you do that, I know that God will in return bless you and bless you with good. Okay, before I call it a total wrap for today, we're going to be receiving, hearing a testimony from one of their students. Okay, then for there, I'm going to say bye for now.
Hello, my name is Ofochiamaka Yukera, also known as the Proud Dope Girl. I'm here at Swagtv Photo Studio. Yes, it's my first time and I'm loving every bit of the experience. I'm a professional model. I love everything about fashion, lifestyle, and photography. Here at Swagtv, we give the best because a good picture tells a story, and that's to let the world know, say, me safe, are fine.
My name is Somebody Ben. I'm from Ogoni, River State, Canada government. I I was born blind because this my situation. I was thinking that my hope has lost, but getting the time, I see that there is something God can do everything. So when I was at home, if my parents left me in the house and they didn't cook anything for me, I would be in hunger until they came back. But now I can cook on my own. Right from the day I get to this rehabilitation center, I can do something on my own right from then. And now, if I'm used to this place, I can take my move and go anywhere on my own. I can wash my clothes, do everything. And this upcoming music concert, I want to be the best student. I want to be the best artist on that day. So I'm invite everybody out there to come and see what God can do. If you lost a sight, it's not that you lost everything on earth. So I'm inviting everybody to come and see what God can do. Then, when I get to this rehabilitation center, I see that now I can spell. Even it's not much. I can spell the little one I can't. I can read. I can speak. But before, I was just like I don't know, I was just like something that they cannot even count among the people. But now I can do something. And now I am invite everybody to come and see what God can do. I can operate computer. I can press my hand on keyboard, even though I can't do it all. I can try it. Even in our school, we are wearing beads. I can do beads. I can do soap making. I can do perfume. I can wash machine too. I can do a lot. What will I say? I can do it. But now, I'm very, very happy and I'm so much happy